Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is back in the basic you're gonna do since how we do text, baby. Man, I done us back. You know what it is. The only place, all the 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 place go get it, all the place go get it, all the place go get it, all the place go get it is, all the place go get it is right back in the basic. You're gonna do since how we do text, baby. Man, I done us back. You know what it is. No, it is. Real men rise up. Fake man rise down. Real woman rise up. Fake woman rise down. Preacher, preach on. And today's topic we're gonna talk about is I want to talk about these racial slurs. When describe a race of people of Africans, Asians, and a lot that many more. But let's look at these definition of these racist slurs. Let's go to Africans. What do they think of Africans? Uh, this is funny. This is not funny, but this is what they think of Africans. Everybody else, um, clickers. Africans, some African tribe is communication by click. Not all Africans talk like that, but some Africans do talk like that. And some wrote in Chinke, African, and some come wrote chain was a rebel in Zimbabwe during the British rule, and now the rebel through Africa has adopted this name. Okay, Happy Z, A A pop Z, A pop soy. It sounds funny. Africans, animal like an original, animal like or origin in ancient Asia, when some slaves or reported from Africa and are still used. So it's not enough Africans slings, But let's go to Aboriginals. Okay, what do they think of Aboriginal? Albo, Aboriginal, a short word for Aboriginal, that they take defense to it. I see. I don't know why it's not that much race. Okay, boom. Boom is Aboriginals. They use boomerangs. What? Bumps. Aboriginals. Australia Aboriginals. That's what it is. Okay. I was trying to say Aboriginals, but Australia Aboriginals. Many vehicles in Australia has room over the bar and move and onto the front or to the protect the vehicle from the and from cumbersome with the kangaroo bump is before the sound of Aboriginals making when they bump off to the road bar. I mean that's stupid. Europe class nigger, Aboriginal. Australia Aboriginal is Europe if Europe cast is a native a part of is a native plant of Australia. That's what it's Fabo. Australia Aboriginals fucking a fucking a bow. That's crazy. So there's not much of these slang words, but if you read more of this about Australian Aboriginals, look it up, and they'll about these racial slurs when they think of Aboriginals, Australian Aboriginals. You can say that much. Okay, let's look at this up. Let's say about what do they think about Africans? I mean blacks. Let's hear it. Not nine 925 slur represent blacks. Reason and origin. Police called into suburban LA for a suspicious person. That's stupid. AA slur, racial slur, blacks. African Americans could also is referred to double a battery, which when you use for a while, then throw it away. That's stupid right there. I don't, what the hell is that supposed to mean? They're saying we don't have no power. We have a couple power there, and basically they'll just use us up. That's what they're trying to say. It's just stupid. Africans, slang word. I mean, Africans are slur for Africans. Blacks represent home continent. African ain't slur Africans and represent blacks. Unemployed, lazy blacks. See, no, that's stupid. That's a lot of offense to that. Africoon, slur for or represent blacks in the complement of an African and a coon. See, they're trying to say that they for sitting for Africa, but they act like a coon. Man, that's just dumb. And the slur Afro represent blacks and prefer to a hairstyle. And apple, a slur will represent Africans. I mean, apple refers slur represent blacks. It has something to do. It has something to do with hanging from the tree. That's not funny. Anybody who say that, I already know what they're talking about. See, that is not funny. Cause I would have hang your narrow ass in the goddamn tree, narrow out your goddamn neck. Anybody who say that, I have a problem with this. And it belong in a slur represent blacks. A Filipino is required to a nigger known by the all Filipinos. And banjo lips, racial slurs represent blacks of big lips. They always say black people got big lips. That is not true. I don't know why they always say that, but this is all the racial slurs right here. B, I mean BD, I mean B BDN, BDN. There's a slang word. If you don't know what BDN means, dumb, a big dumb nigger. That's what they're trying to say, and represent blacks. Big dumb nigger, uh, 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 coming from the movie The Green Mile. A white person calling a black a prisoner a big dumb nigger. See, yeah. And how's this a racial slur? Baby kids means they're without no damn father. I know what they're saying. As racial slur for a racial slur for blacks, it's referred to as stand-up comedy, famous a bit about baby kids that inspired a movie years ago. I already know what they talking about. How's that racial slur? BET represent blacks, black entertainment. I call it black embarrassing entertainment because it's a fool now with these damn ridiculous shows they put out. Black, black Barbie, that's cold. It's a slur. Racial slur represent black. It referred to a black woman who if referred to a black woman when she wearing her hair and makeup trying to and look like a white woman. That's cold. So you can look at all the slurs right here. Blood, that's a slur for represent black. A LA based gang can be a defense a term non-gang members. Basically, nobody ain't gang banging unless they part of the gang, unless they born to be in that part of that gang. I mean that is just crazy. BMW is a racial slur, represent blacks, and a black man wish and prefer to a BMW. I used to hate this because I heard about this a lot. I didn't know it was racial slur because they do think that black men all they want is just a BMW. No, we just want a goddamn car. What certain cars we have. and refer to BMW automobile vehicle. Also, black men working used used by young black girls who seek a partner who is steadily employed. That is a cold that is much a cold term was coined to show that a BMW must be something of a referee. That is just stupid. Bobo Bobo. I remember I used to hate this name. I used to hate this damn name when I was a kid, but I never know what. I see why they call me this now. Bobo is a slang word represent blacks. It, it sounds like a monkey name or provide a stupid. Yeah, I used to get mad when I went to school that people call me Bobo. I tell people that don't call me damn Bobo. I didn't find that funny because I want to kick somebody ass because I know what they're trying to say. There was this guy called Bo. I think the dude was trying to be funny, or he trying to be so much been a total asshole, a total dick. That's what he was. He was a digment motherfucker. All right, slur, slur, bobblehead, racial slur, represent black woman who have a further trinity to violent shake their heads in the heated conversation. Yeah, they okay some ways, but that's not always true. In bunky, I don't find that funny. Racial slur represent blacks. Name for a blacks who act or talk white. So I'm not gonna read so much. Yeah, they used to say this right here. It's a racial slur. Boy represent black in origin or during slavery is used to belittle blacks, mean they're not able to grow up and have a responsibility. I mean, that is not funny. But I don't mean I remember I used to call someone that I was trying to be funny, but I didn't mean it like that. I was just trying to be funny, but I know what it means. Don't call no black man boy because they don't like to be called boys. They like to be called men because that you're gonna have some fight words. Slur for brownie represent blacks. Skin color like the favorite treat. See, they like to mess with them. That's their treat. They love to mess with blacks. That's what it says, favorite treat. So they picking them up like brownie, like and picking them on them till they eat him up until he's all dry. I know what they're saying. So I'm not gonna read these slurs anymore because that's enough racial slurs because we need to understand what these words means because a lot of times when you hear these racial slurs, people don't know what it means. You can look it up. They got racial slurs of white people. There's racial slurs of black folks. I mean, for some reason, people need to look this stuff up, man, because a lot of people don't know what this means like this stuff like a racial slur like this ghetto hamster represent black children a disciplined pet see that is crazy and slurs like ghetto monkey is racial slur represent black and blacks blacks is a trend to the living in the ghetto. Let me say this for anybody who thinks that black people live in the ghetto. The term ghetto is come from the Jewish slum community. It's basically land that the land don't property don't pick up paper. But this is stupid right here. I mean, listen to this. Ghost Rider is a racial slur represent blacks. Blacks who have sex with whites. Ghost Rider, Ghost Rider. That's crazy. I guess white men and white women are they're the ghosts and they ride the black smoke. See that just man, we need to look at these slurs because but you know what the funny thing is? I didn't know this. My favorite. theme is anime theme for all the way from Tokyo, Japan. Naruto Uzumaki. There was a girl that he was fighting with, right along with this other guy, and her name was Kiyu, whatever her name, Kiyu, a Kiyu, a Kiyu. So whatever they is a racial slur for blacks with a word meaning burn in China. Is a word meaning burn in China. A word meaning burn in Chinese. Yeah, is a word mean burn in China. Chinese. Yeah, is a word for burn and means and be is a word means burn in Chinese. That is crazy. I didn't never know what that means. How Harlem is a racial slur is represent blacks. Harlem NY residents or perhapsly black. Haunted racial slur blacks. Haunted is a slur racial for blacks. See the spook. Basically, they try to say blacks are scared all the time. You know, I'm done reading all this. You can look this stuff up because I'm gonna tell you like this, man. That we got to look at these terms up because when people say these racial terms and they really don't know what that damn term means. They really don't know what that damn term means. They don't know where it comes from and how it got there. Like this stuff right here, a slur, a racial slur like this, Jersey dwarf represent blacks. New Jersey in the armpit of America. This is during not meaning that African Americans live in New Jersey. However, in any city in America, African Americans can be found in the worst in the worst parts or armpit of that city, and before that, them makes them a Jersey dwarf. See, you know what they're trying to say. The Jersey dwarf, they basically we're jacking jackets. That's what they're saying. We just dwarfing people around. I mean, please, people, man, look at these racial slurs up. There's a lot of them in here because a lot of times they don't know what these racial slurs mean. People know what it means. That's why they say it. But I'm after this that I'm gonna make a racial slur when they say it about white people. This is racial slurs about black people. Please look this up. All right, all right. Before I go, that what kills me, they love to say this word nigger. They love to say this word. I'm gonna tell you what this racial slur nigger means. I'm gonna look it up again right here. But it's only a few words before I go. Here it is when people use the word, nigger or nigga, even in term of endearment or in term of offense of the word. So please forgive me because I know some people don't like this kind of word, but I do know what this word means when people say it. Here it is right here. When I will find it. It's somewhere in here. It's somewhere because they love to say this word. How many people that know that the term N word is another word for Navio? Basically means dead. They're trying to say that it says right here. I will find it. It's somewhere in here. Okay, here it is. It's just a couple of sentences right here. That okay, here it is. Here it is. It was strictly forbidden for Negroes. And it's strictly forbidden for Negro slaves to read and write. I mean, it's a strictly forbidden for Negro slaves to learn how to read and write. As much the knowledge was what much knowledge was the key to the civilization and was the in place as the affirmative and outreach as Negroes become educated. However, they decided to redefine themselves. See, this is what it means. the term, even though some of the history's been stole by European colonization, but it says right here, I couldn't believe this is what the term means. The word the word negro is a Spanish for black. The Spanish English, the coming from Latin, which is having in the origin in okay, which having it in the origin in the classical Greek. The word negro in Greek is derivative from the rooting word nabio, means dead. What was once referred to as a physical conditionally is now regained as a part of it, a rate of the state of mind of for a millions of Africans. This is what it says, that the term Negro. Not only that, it was an African stolen history for all the greats to do. So there you have it, the Negro, a a a race of dead people with a dead history, and no hope for the recession as long as they remain ignorant of their past. This was a triple death, and the death of the mind, body, and the spirit of the African people. This is what this term means. If you don't believe me, you can look this up. And it's proplodimid as adamant as it as a reaction from the name Negro is the region and evil to use it. Is Robert B. Moore. Look it up. It says right here. No wonder why they say this damn word. I'm trying to find it. There's another word they say this too. I mean, I can't believe that the term Negro, Nabio, basically they trying to say that black people are a dead race. I'm telling you, that's what it means, and it's sad that a lot of people don't even know what these damn term means. We need to look at these damn racial slurs, because a lot of times that when people use racial slurs, they don't know what it means. Like you hear about politicians say some a polygamy of questions that you hear all the time when they hear conservative and Democrat and Republican and liberal. See, conservative, who the people that you conserve and who you serving to, from the left, from the right. You could say that it's kind of like far left, far right, but you far beneath between both. Far left, you could be far to left and far right that you go. So, you know, and also with the word meaning of liberals believe in court of laws and run of policemen and run of the voting polls who can be in elected and elected office. Democrats represent helping out for the poor and help out the need that people get back on their feet, based on with the government, especially the government programs. Republicans, they like this. They for the rich. Rich is rich ceremony and make it the richer getting richer, and they don't look out no one else but them. Everything else, they'll hell with everyone else. So that's what all these damn language. So people need to look these damn racial terms up, man. They need to look this stuff up, because a lot of people don't even know what this N word means, or don't even know what the N word is coming from. They need to look this stuff up. I'm telling you right now. It's sad that a lot of people don't know what the actual word and what it means and where it comes from. Like the word cracker. Cracker basically means, people say cracker come from race with whip. Yeah, it's dead, but they trying to say whites ain't never been slaves. That's a damn lie. They was. Just like blacks were. There were black slaves. There were black there were blacks who owned slaves. There were white slaves, and there was white who owned slaves. Whites and blacks slaved their own, and then they slave each other. Let's get that straight right now. People need to look this stuff up because a lot of people don't need to know what these racial slurs mean. They don't know. They don't know what it means. They don't know where it comes from. They don't know what it means. They don't know where it comes from. They don't know what it means. People need to look this stuff up because a lot of times they don't know no better. They don't know what it means. They don't know where it comes from. You know, they don't know where it comes from. They don't know. If you ask white people of this word, the N word, they can't even tell you what that word meant. They'll love to say this word, but they don't know what it means. Just like there are black people who love to say the word cracker, but they don't know what it means. Ask black people what the word means. Ask people what the word means of redneck. A lot of people don't know what that word means. Basically, making fun of the poor white folks. And also, people don't even know what the word moon cricket is. Means they making that moon cricket. They making all that racket. Basically saying that's all black people standing and standing and singing songs and over through the night. You know, people need to look this stuff up, man. People need to look this stuff up because a lot of people don't know what this damn word, what it means. They don't know. And it's up to the black community, the civil rights and all that. Tell them what that word, the N word means, even though it's the most it's the most ugliest language. You know, you got some white people are not comfortable with the N word. They don't know what it means, or probably they do know what it means. They don't know where it comes from. People need to start looking up. You know, if I can't find it, I'm gonna tell you a few of it if I can't find it. I'm trying to find it, people. I'm trying to find it because Malcolm X trying to search this word and what it meant years ago. Because Malcolm X said it, and I was watching a movie. It was called Evil Dead Part Two, the Kings of the Evil Dead Part Two, the the Evil Dead Part Two, the Army of Darkness. And the funny thing is about it, I said, what they got to do with black community that people never know what this word meant? Okay, here it is. I found it. And I'm gonna play a few minutes what that N word means because a lot of people don't know what this word. You see this Navajo, subhuman, and half caste. Navajo is the Medio medical and kidney roll and corpse. I mean, it sounds funny, but what they got to do with Africans? See, here it is. Negro comes from the Greek word nabio means dead, and the measurement of over rejection over being Jack and interesting of nabio is the river from the word nabio and mendio and the ancient Egypt rituals from rising from the dead. See, when I heard this, it sounds funny. Many of us, many of us are thought that thought that Negro is Latin word for black, and of course, black people are called Negroes because of this. But ask yourself if this letter is if this letter is indeed true, then why ain't Europeans call themselves a Bronco? Why ain't Asians called a Medio? And I reply, for the people of African descent are given this detriment of the COVID term by the benefit of a coincidence? No. Any article in mind can is the divine demon there for have to be more to this story. Negro Nabio death and, and coming to meaning black because in Western cultures black has always been symbolized for death. This is how some Europeans and all the rest of them do believe this. Black or is sword as the funerals. Black cats are a servant of the devil, the Black Death, and etc. through the Greek word from nabio death, when translation to the Latin word become Negro black. In history, in the feudal in Europe, black was the universe and descended from the purity, and so slave owners slave owners believed that the African slaves were in purity and total and socially dead. I'm gonna say this again. I say this again. I'm gonna say this again. So the slave owners believed their African slaves are purity and socially dead, having having no better word to describe them than Negro. I mean, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. People need to look this stuff up, man, because black people don't need to be called themselves Negro or nig or the Nigga or Niggr. They don't need to be called anything. We just need to be called of aborigines. We the aboriginality. That's what we need to call ourselves and anyone else. Because this word that but basically people that don't know where it come from. I bet you whites don't even know what this word, the N word, come from. They don't know. That's why they said this word and they don't know what it means. But give me your commentary, and we need to study these racial slurs, all right, for the definition of words, all right, because till then, next time that we're gonna make a video about racial slurs of white people, all right, because the reason why I'm doing this, we gotta understand why they use these racial slurs and why they say the things they say, because we buy into this social construct about racism and promote this idea. Let's put one race in and make them superior and make the other race inferior. I never buy in that racial logic is a damn lie, and whites need to stop buying this. Stop thinking you're Aryan. You just a plain, a simple, a whitey person, white, not 100% white, just plain for whiter and plain whiter bleachment white or bleachment fade white. It doesn't even matter. They need to quit buying in that. Because Aryan's not a word for Ariel. That's all. And blacks need to stop thinking they the tribe of Jabaz. Because if that's the day, they'd be the tribe of his ass. Because I just, I don't understand the mindset why they think the way they do. So give me your commentaries, give me your video response. Because next time we're gonna make a video about racial slurs about white people. All right? Because we gotta understand the definition of these racial slurs. All right, and that's the topic of the day. Give me your comments and give me your video response and tell me what you think of this issue. All right. It's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Base that you're gonna do since I would do text, baby. Until next time. All right. Peace and I'm out.